We are live, I think. Let's see. Okay, yeah, we're live. Cool. All right, so this is day 4. A lot has changed since you saw last time. My buddy Cam was here, and he taught me a lot of stuff because he recently did a triathlon. So, and he spent a lot of time training for that, obviously. So, taught me a lot of stuff. So it's gonna be a little different today. Pretty much every day that I haven't been streaming here, I've been running, either doing like these endurance runs that he has me on. I just did a 5K a couple days ago, which is crazy. Or I've been doing like threshold runs, I think is what he calls it, where you like see where your threshold is, like your limit. And then like next week we're gonna do sprints and all kinds of stuff. So I'm pretty hype about it. But the biggest thing he probably taught me is to stretch. I know, guys, it's groundbreaking information. But here's what happened last time, okay? Is my bench went up to 155. It was not close to that before. It was like 100 or something, right? I think it was like 100 even or 110. So what really changed? Nothing, right? If you think of it, nothing. I mean, there's no way I got that much stronger. And this is what I can comfortably bench. This isn't like maxing out. Literally warming up is what changed it. If you look at the last video, he was teaching me how to, warm up, kind of like scale up. So like we did some warm up, just got some blood flowing in the muscles, scaled up. So we did like lighter weight, did maybe, 15 reps, did a little bit heavier, just added like 10 more pounds, maybe like 12 reps. Now we're warmed up, and he just kept scaling it. And all of a sudden I'm doing weight I used to do, cold by the way, but I used to do no problem, like full sets. And I thought I would need a spotter. I was kind of scared. Now, would I want to do 155 right now cold? No, I would probably die. I don't have a spotter. At least I can dump weight, or I guess I have those bars there for it, but yeah. But it is nice to know that there's like a progression process, something that I've been skipping, right? So very happy about that. Sit-ups I want to focus on a lot today. My main goal is really to make sure that, because I think my push-ups are okay, I'm going to do them anyway. I might do some benching, but at the end of the day, I really want to take it easy on the cardio because we've been going so hard and my body needs a rest. So I'm just going to do it easy on the bike, just slightly elevated heart rate, low zone 2 kind of thing. And then just follow my buddy's advice and, take it easy today and just, work on some sit-ups and stuff. But yeah, so that's pretty much where we're at with that. So that's the main change. Also, my weight has not changed. I feel different though, and this is something that makes it hard, like tracking this way, and why I really want to start like putting like body fat percentage, because I know for a fact if I look at like my measurements, which I am not going to share this way, I'd rather just put like a body fat percent. But the reason I'm so confident that that would have gone down is because I can feel it and I can see it in different ways. It's just so hard when you're doing so much lifting and working out and all this stuff, and like that you're converting a lot of fat to muscle, and I feel better, I look better, like all these things are kind of happening, but it's not reflecting in the weight because weight is only one part of the story. So it makes it kind of hard, So yes, I'm still 190, but I'm 100% sure that I'm making progress because I can see it. So again, at some point, I'm going to find my skin caliper, and I'm just going to start recording body weight or body fat percentage, because weight, again, it's one piece of the puzzle. It's kind of hard to just go based on that. So, but this other stuff all is pretty good. I really believe I could do more than 25 push-ups now, especially if my chest is warmed up. I might try that today too. I don't know. That's interesting. And then pull-ups, I got to get in shape for those. I'm still probably too assisted. So I'm just gonna do kind of what my buddy taught me. I'm gonna do some basically stretching of the chest here. Just, not static stretching. That's something we do afterwards. I learned from the man himself. Again, my buddy from last time who does triathlons, very cool. So I'm just going to, stretch my chest out a little bit, some dynamic stretching, and we should get some blood flow. It's actually really cold in here too, so that it's not very pleasant, but hopefully we'll warm it up. So we're warming up our muscles, and he, helped me, learn how to do some of this stuff. Because the funny thing is, so, you always hear stretch. Oh, you need to stretch. You need to stretch. Okay. Well, dummy me, I didn't know about, I didn't really know the difference between like dynamic, static stretching. Another, like a physical therapist told me about this. And then my buddy kind of made it like applicable for me so I could see it, like exactly what does he do. And basically this to start out. And I'm over here stretching my chest out. I was like holding weights. Sometimes I would lay on that bench and I would hold weights to stretch my chest out, like these static stretches. I've injured myself doing that before, like with my calf on my right leg. Like sometimes I'm like, man, am I hurting myself stretching? Well, turns out I probably was. So this is kind of interesting. He doesn't do that kind of stretching till after the workout. So that's kind of how we're going to do it there. Just getting some blood flow. And then these are funny, man. I watched him do these. He says, do it, trust me. And you know what? I think it does loosen you up. I get the shoulders going, I like this. Got to get warmed up. So I'm just following his advice, do some of the stretching. Again, I don't really know about this type of stuff. Like I know about lifting, but me and him, when we were in college, like we just did it. Like we just walked in and did it. But this proves I'm at 155 pound bench, comfortably doing, 10. I mean, I couldn't have done that without warming up first. So gonna start off with the bench because that's my happy place. If I need a little boost, this is what I'm doing. So got some bench going. I'm gonna do what we did last time. I'm gonna start scaling up. So I'm just gonna start with 25s. And it's gonna be easy. So, I'll probably do like 15 and then probably switch it to 35s and then scale up a little bit. Once I'm warmed up though, I think what I'm gonna do differently today is I'm going to, instead of going right to a heavier bench and trying to do 155 again, what I'm most likely going to do is I'm probably going to try to do push-ups and see if we can get this number up, because I know for a fact that I can do more than 25 comfortably. So we're gonna warm up the chest with something I'm super comfortable with benching, with this new method of actually warming up. I know, it's pretty incredible. Being sarcastic, okay. So here we go. Let's get this closer in there. This should be good. Man, this metal, it is so cold in here. This metal is so freaking cold. Hopefully we get warmed up. All right. The other thing I'm gonna try to do today, made really good progress on everything, but really the sit-ups. I need to focus on the sit-ups. So we're gonna do some of that. I'm gonna do some of the new sit-ups that I learned last time. I'll show you guys. Epic. Apparently that's the right way to do a sit-up, which I never knew. But then I'm trying to get a different job where I do need to pass like a physical. So I am going to be switching to the wrong way to do a sit-up after to see how many I can do once I'm warmed up, because I would guess you could say traditional way is the way I'll be tested on. So I want to be sure that I'm good to go on that. But all right, enough yapping. Enough yapping. Let's do this, man. Okay. My goal about to pump out like 15 or something. 1, 2, 3. It's crazy how easy this feels now too. Like, and in all reality, it probably was easy before, but I literally did none of that like stretching, like dynamic stretching you saw at the beginning. So it's probably easier feeling right now because I at least did something to get some blood flowing somewhere. All right, I think that's 15. Cool. So we did 15 of what my original, comfortable weight was, which was like 100 pounds or 110, which doesn't sound like a lot, but I was starting from like not benching for years. So, got warmed up. I'm starting to feel the pump. The pump is, a little bit, not a lot, but that's okay. All right, we're gonna give it a minute here. I'm gonna switch it over to 35s. So we're adding 10 pounds. I already feel like blood flow, right? I already feel that I'm warming up, but I think doing 10 reps of these 35s, it would help if I put it on. I think doing 10 of these should be good. Again, I'm still learning. Like, I don't know 100%, but I'm just kind of filming my journey with it. And my buddy that does this kind of did this, so I'm trying to kind of mimic what we did. He recently did a triathlon, so get some blood flow, and then after I do these 10, I'm gonna rest for a second, and then jump into push-ups. I really want to see how many push-ups I can do before my chest is exhausted and I can't really like get a good measure of it anymore. And it would be nice to get one of these numbers up, My testing day is coming up for this work that I am trying to do. So other thing is I am going to start tapering off here in the next few days. So that's why, cardiovascularly, I'm probably only going to have like one like big day before the big day, right? So, when I used to do lifting competitions, which was more like powerlifting, it wasn't like, bodybuilding or cardiovascular really at all. It was just, okay, do 1 rep, see how much you can do, basically, So I did that, and I remember we didn't do hardly any lifting unless it was like really light just to warm up. We did that for like a week before the competition because it would affect your performance so much. So that's kind of the method there. So we'll go with that. All right, let's see. All right, we're gonna do 10 here. It is cold in here. I don't know how that affects things like your muscles and stuff, but it definitely feels like it could. I don't know. All right. All right, let's see if we can pump out 10 with 35s on the side. Definitely feels heavier, but I feel so much more warmed up right now that I feel like I can just do it. And I'm talking, so that's interesting because really I shouldn't be able to talk if it was that hard. Because my breathing is completely incorrect while doing that, doing it that way. So, cool. I think that's good on the bench because, like I said, I'm still going to do chest, but I'm going to switch over to body weight, push-ups. We're going to see what is my max on push-ups when my chest is warmed up. That's the question. When I'm warmed up, which I think I'm getting there, I think I pretty much am, we're going to see what's the most push-ups I can do overall. I have to stop saying comfortably. I know my buddy would be like, stop saying comfortably. You shouldn't be comfortable. Like, I get it. What's the most I can do while feeling like I'm not going to throw up. Okay, how about that? Is that a good metric? He'd probably say, well, what's wrong with you throwing up? Like, okay, I get it. Like, get what I mean. So, man, it is cold in here. Let's see what's going on. I think we're still good on everything. I gotta figure that out. Sometimes the stream drops on, I don't know, like one platform, and then it pops back up. It seems to always disconnect from Kick for some reason, like, but then it comes back, so I don't know. My internet's good. I think we're on now. Cool, man. All right. Just trying to get cooled off for a second. Well, not cooled off, but catch my breath for a second. Get a little more warmed up. I know, like, you're supposed to wait minutes in between everything. It's easier if I yap, but still not easy. I always feel like, man, I just want to go do the next thing already. Okay, almost there. Almost there. Let's see. Make sure all is good. Hey, Sweeter. Hope I'm saying your name right. Sweeter, thank you for the follow on Kick, man. I appreciate it. I think that was just now. I don't have like an overlay or anything, but I do appreciate it, man. Hope you're enjoying the workout streams. All right. So I'm bored, so I'm going to do them now. Normally, like I said, I know you're supposed to wait, 2 to 5 minutes or whatever, but that sounds really boring. So no thanks. Okay. So I'm gonna do some push-ups. Hopefully it's in frame. And we are going to, okay, I think that's good. We're gonna see how many I can do, because right now it's saying 25. There's been a big change though. This 25 does not include warming up and doing the things that I learned last time. So that's what we're gonna do differently right now. So let's see how we do. What's my goal? I don't know. Let's see how many I can do. If I can do like 30, that'd be sick. It's how many I can do before, I don't wanna say failure, but like getting close to it. Maybe that's good vocabulary to use. All right, I think you can see me. Nice. Let's see. Gotta do them right too. My shoulder keeps cracking. Break for a second. There we go. I am burning up, but I'll be honest, it's not my chest. It's my shoulders. Oh, man. I'm a little disappointed, I'll be honest. I just did 25, and I feel like I should have been able to do more. Oh, damn it. Well, it is what it is, man. 25, it's gonna stay for right now. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. So I thought warming up would help more. I might do it in a little bit too again. The thing that's hard with, I think this is true for almost all body weight exercises, is that you use more secondary muscles in different areas versus a machine or even a bench, right? You're lifting a bar straight up, so it's really targeting your chest more. I've noticed I do push-ups and it gets me in my shoulders. And my shoulders is an area I haven't been focusing on. So I think my Achilles heel is going to be my shoulders, which is very disappointing because I feel like I've been working really hard on this. I'm not quite there yet, but it's okay. I know I'll get there. I just have to literally keep doing them. But I will say this, warming up made most of that feel easier. So at least there's that. Man, that was crazy. Did 25. That's fine. It'll be this for now. 25 push-ups. The bench is up to 155, which is fantastic. But we're going to return to the push-ups because if I learned one thing, it was that at the end of my workout last time, I benched more than I have in a long time. So we're not giving up. Whew. And you know what? I probably didn't wait long enough either, which is always what I do because I get impatient. I probably didn't do this long enough because I think it's funny. I mean, I said it when I was doing like my 8th rep or whatever. I was like, yeah, my shoulder's popping. Like, it was kind of funny, but then it kind of started to hurt. I'm like, why? Just, man, 26 hits like a truck, I guess. All right. We'll give that a little time. I think maybe we should give that a little time, honestly. The other thing that is used in that kind of workout, right? The other thing that's used is triceps. You can feel them activate. Obviously, maybe more of a secondary effect to the chest and shoulders, but certainly there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to warm up, kind of the same method. I'm going to warm up on very light, 10 pounds. And we're going to do some tricep, which the only seat I have is this bike seat. It's not great for this, I'll be 100% honest, but it works for now. And basically, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to warm up my triceps a little more. I wonder if getting a more well-rounded, you know, you're kind of along for the ride here, right? Getting a more well-rounded workout or warm up before I do the push-ups might be better because, again, body weight exercises use more muscles at once. You're just doing more, you know, with your body than on a leg press machine, for example, right? A leg press machine versus squats is like completely different in a lot of ways. You know, leg press will target one part of your quads maybe, but man, you do a full squat, it's like a full body workout almost. So just something I always notice, man. Whew. Catch my breath a little bit. All right. Let's get this. Do some tricep here. So one thing I always do is I flare my elbows out. So we're just gonna keep them in and do as many as I want, I guess, just to kind of get warmed up. Obviously this is really light, which weirdly makes this kind of harder to do in a weird way, to be honest. I do not like this. Okay, holding it sideways a little better. There we go. So I'll just try to get the triceps activated here. You know, the hard part is the body takes so long. You know, you can do warm-ups and you think, okay, I ought to be warmed up by now. And you're not. You're literally not. And that's kind of what my buddy taught me. It's like, you're stopping too soon. You got to keep warming up. So I probably already made that mistake a little bit by jumping right into the push-ups there because I got excited. that I did the bench. So I'm gonna try to do it right from here on now. So, okay, I'll move it up to 15 pounds. I'll give it a second. I'll be a good boy. I'll wait. Oh, man. Body's like, what are you doing to me this week, man? I've honestly, I've had a lot of trouble sleeping. It's really weird. Like, my body's been, mad at me, I think. Doesn't know what I'm doing. Like, every day, I keep waking up at, 5:30 or 6, which is really unusual for me. And, it's not, a good waking up either. I wake up and my whole body's creaking, like I'm in so much pain, just so sore, you know. But I guess it's to be expected. My physical activity has increased like tenfold, you know. Oops. So this is something he warned me about. As some of these plates stick, it's like a little broken, but it works good enough. So this is 15 pounds. And this seat moves a little bit, so it's not 100% ideal for what I'm doing, but it'll have to do. I'm just gonna hold this sideways. Yeah, that's better. Keep the elbows in and lift. I always say that people overcomplicate lifting. And they do. But then you learn more and you realize, it is kind of complicated. At least that's the feeling I always get, is it's a little bit complicated. There's complexities to it that may not apply to everybody or, depending on your goals. But it's for my goal, there's 10 layers of things that I just learned within the past week that have changed what I do now. So I guess it's a good thing, but it also kind of proved that as much as I want it to be simple, some things about it aren't. At the end of the day, it is pretty simple. I think if you just keep doing something, you will get better at it, I think. But your progress may be slowed significantly if you're not doing the right things, which I think can be frustrating for a lot of people that just don't know what they should be doing, basically. Should I go up another? I don't know. Maybe we'll leave it as is. Man. Touching balls. Thanks, man. Aiden, I don't know what that means. Hopefully I wasn't touching my balls. I might have. Sometimes you got to adjust things. I don't know what to tell you. I'm going to leave the triceps for now. I actually... do I do another bench? Nah. We're good. We warmed up bench. I'm going to actually do... I'm going to do more push-ups. And actually... Okay, man. I'll be on Battlefield a little later. One thing I'll say is I've got a little, I hate to say it, I've got a little burnt out on Battlefield. I hate to admit it. I might just do a little bit of shoulder just to get it warmed up. Just kind of hold here. I'm sure there's some type of other shoulder warm up I can do, but this is really lightweight, which is nice. So I'm just gonna keep this kind of I need to actually move the camera for myself just so I know if I'm doing something right. I don't have any mirrors in here. Get out of here, man. What are you doing? Okay, I think I'm doing it right. I always was told keep your head up when you do this kind of stuff. My shoulders are my weak point because I just don't really do them. And it's one of those things that isn't fun. For me, bench is so much cooler. This is just oh yeah, Time to work my shoulders, I guess. And I don't really like doing super heavy weight because I have a shoulder injury, or I had a shoulder injury in the past, and I know how hard it is to recover from a shoulder injury, so I really don't want to have another one, which I think makes sense. So I'm actually gonna grab another weight here. This is good for like the back of shoulders, I think. That's what I've been told. I'm no expert, but it's been good for me at least. Dude, I don't know, man. Got someone typing some crazy shit in YouTube there. So this kind of works the back of shoulders for the most part, and it does a good job. And my problem with it is you have to kind of stay tucked, and I always tend to like try to stand up and activate other muscles, which is common when the muscle you're trying to work is weak, that things compensate for it, like your back activates or something. But the back of shoulders, the other problem with this workout is it's a little too effective, right? I'm just starting out. I have these on the lowest setting on 10 pounds, and just doing this is harder than it looks. And the back of my shoulders are on fire, man. And I'm trying just to do like a warm up so I can do better push-ups. I've only done Fent twice. Okay, well, 2 times of Fent, I guess, didn't kill you, so you must be pretty crazy, man. Just did Fent twice. Man, these things are really kind of messed up. I think, like, honestly, dude, it's so cold in here. There we go. Everything's kind of like not working right. All right, everything kind of warmed up. So I'm going to do some biking. Nothing crazy. I'm gonna keep the heart rate like a zone 2, like low zone 2. So what I learned from my buddy is this is called like an endurance workout. So a lot of people think that you go and like, this is including me literally 1 week ago, by the way, but I thought like, oh yeah, you just go out like, wow, I just run and then I get better at running. What a crazy concept. But I wasn't getting better at running fast enough. So my buddy told me, basically there's something called an endurance workout that is only meant for endurance. So what this does is, staying in that zone, and my watch will tell me here where I'm at. It's probably kind of high because I just lifted, but let's see. It keeps your heart in a certain place, which does a really good job of making it so that, okay, I'm at 98, making it so that your body's only really getting better at maintaining a higher heart rate for longer, which is obviously good for like endurance, for running farther distances and not needing to walk because your heart rate isn't, spiking and then like I can't handle it for a long period of time. So this basically keeps the heart rate at a spot you want it to be for long enough that you train your heart to be more efficient for longer. So right now I'm actually too low in terms of my zone. So I need to get up to, for me, and it's weird because I realized this watch customizes it. So I guess it varies, I don't really know, but for me to be in zone 2, I pretty much need to be like 130-ish, like 125. I'm still in like a really low zone 2. And then if I breach like 140, like 137, 138, it puts me in zone 3, which I don't think is where I'm supposed to be. My buddy told me these are just general guidelines, but I'm just trying to kind of go by what he told me and what the watch is saying. So I think for me, 130 is kind of like the sweet spot. Like I'm right in there, and I might try to do just a little less than that because we've been going so crazy every single day, and it's just been tough, man. So let me grab this real quick. You heard gooning is a good endurance workout? I heard that too. I wonder if that's true. It probably is. Probably doesn't fit in there. Oh, man. Yeah, thank you for the follow on Kick. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. You know what I kind of want to do is I kind of want to start... Should I say this? I don't know if I should say this. How do I put this? Guy named Josh is the master. Oh yeah, he's the like ambassador of gooning, I heard. Like I think he's pretty good with it. I'll probably go to him for some advice, like to increase endurance. Pretty cool. Anyway, yeah, so I gotta get my heart rate up. Too low. Zone 1, I'm in 107, it's zone 1. I wish there was a way I could show it. I probably could, but I'm not sure. No, but okay, I'm just gonna say, so like what I kind of want to do, because like I noticed this is such a big category on Kick. I think they own Stake, stake.com or whatever. I kind of want to start, I kind of want to do like a gambling stream. I know that sounds bad, but just to do it, just to see like, I don't know, just to see what like, what it's all about, you know? I don't want to like lose a bunch of money, but if there's a way to do it where I could just like test it out or something, I think that'd be cool. Because like one thing I noticed is like I'll stream to YouTube, Twitch, and Kick, for example, and I just noticed that like Kick seems to have the best, I think like discoverability is maybe the word, and that casino like gambling thing is like the like second highest category on Kick, because I don't think Twitch and YouTube allow it. Maybe YouTube does, I'm not really sure, but I know Twitch doesn't. So I don't know, it's something like interesting that I'm kind of curious about. I don't really even like gambling, so I don't even know why I would do that. Well, I enjoy it sometimes, but like I just know it's not good to do, so I don't really want to do it. But at the same time, I think it would make for like a really, really entertaining stream probably. So I kind of want to do it, but we'll see. All right, we're at 125, so we're in zone 2. I could honestly just chill here, but I'll probably try to get it up a little bit. Oh man, the burn is crazy. The burn is crazy. It really does burn, man. Like what's funny is like I turn the tension up because I have like a tension control here. This thing was like $100 on Amazon. It's crazy. I turn the tension control up, and then it's like my heart rate goes up because my legs are working harder, right? So then I turn the tension down, and then my heart rate goes too low. So then I have to pedal faster. So it's like I have to find the happy middle ground. If you start gambling, I tell your wife. Yeah, she might not like that too much. Damn it! I'm not gonna gamble for real. I kind of just want to like, cause you can like put it on demo mode and like just see what it, you know, how it goes, if it makes for like a good stream or something. I don't know. Yeah, you would cause a marital crash out. 100%. How could you do this to me? Huntsman Jack 2.0. Oh, man. You know, No, I'm not going to become a low-cal, okay? I'm not going to be added to your list. I know you follow all those guys. I just will say this, okay? Imagine if I could stream like demo mode steak, and then I'd have basically just a game, like just a casino style game with no real money in it. And then it could still make for like a good stream. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. Maybe it would. You need a Grease Wizard replacement. Okay, that's great. I'm not your replacement for King Cobra. I refuse to become your replacement for King Cobra. That would be bad. Did King Cobra even gamble? I feel like he had like every other thing going on except for that. I'm staying in low zone 2, which is what the doctor ordered. And by the doctor, I mean my triathlon buddy. So I guess I'm doing something right. I definitely feel my heart rate's up. And that's pretty much it. Kamer Poo Poo. Nice name. He drank every once in a while. Yeah, that's an understatement. I know about that. I feel like I watched him get dangerously close to like deathly alcohol poisoning multiple times. And he gambled with his life. Yeah, pretty much. I guess that's the ultimate form of gambling. It's a little better to gamble with your life instead of gambling yourself into crippling, like mind-altering debt, and then you just kill yourself. I think that's bad. I did. It was dangerously close. It was. He almost got fucked up, like permanently. Till he did, I guess. I think that is what happened. I don't even know. That was pretty bad, I guess. Yeah, that was pretty bad. I liked him though. I felt that he was one of the more genuine, like kind of like nice ones that wasn't like a pedophile. Am I allowed to say that word? Who cares? You know, the other thing that's funny is half the guys that do the gambling streams they're not locals, but they're like they've sold their soul to that. So I don't know what's worse. At least King Cobra was genuine. That's how I feel. I don't know. I'm watching on both now. Good. You can watch on Twitch too while you're at it. I like Kick the best. I'm gonna be like literally. It's just been the most fun because anytime I do anything, like it feels like there's more going on it, and like there's more discoverability. I don't know why. It's not perfect. I don't really care, but that's what I've noticed anyway. Oh man. We're at 119. I guess that's still considered zone 2. I kind of thought it would be zone 1, but it's saying zone 2, so I'm definitely like low zone 2, so I'll pick it up a little bit, but it's fine. I don't know how long I want to do this. I do want to take it a little easy on the cardio today because Monday, we are going to hit it hard. We're going to go for what does he call it? A threshold run, which is where you see where your threshold is. So, needless to say, not my favorite thing. You'll be next. Harlem the gambler lost his wife in his moldy attic. Shut the fuck up, dude. Or Harlem the gambler who streams demo mode gambling and can pay for the moldy attic. I just have to scrounge up the rest of my change to go buy a scratch-off ticket. Out of context, that sounds crazy, but I know you know what I mean. Holy, okay. So this is something else my boy taught me. So a lot of these watches, they have like the heart rate tracker on them. The heart rate's delayed. So earlier I said how it seemed like I was in the low zone, but I could feel like my heart was faster than that just because I've gotten used to it. And it basically, like 10 seconds later, it spiked to where I felt it probably was, which was like 135, 140. And then I took it easier, and now it's finally catching up that I took it easier. So I think it just takes time for like the blood to flow and for the watch to register. I don't really know like 100% of why, but it's just something I've noticed that's kind of annoying. You could be the next. Oh, wait, what? Teeth falling out on stream. Usually I know I'm in the zone by my ass cheeks pulsing with my heart. Yeah, maybe on other bike seats, man. This bike seat's nice. It's just a normal seat. Those, like, I'm looking at my bike over here, my real bike seat. Dude, it cuts off the circulation to crucial areas, okay? When I'm on that thing for too long, I start questioning, like, if my like reproductive system still works correctly. I'm getting kind of tired of this. All right, about 1 more minute, and then I'm gonna do some push-ups. I feel like I'm warmed up. We can see if we can get past 25. I know I'm ready when my I know I'm ready when my diaper is full and I cry for my mommy to come get me. Wow. I guess that's really. Does Kik let you type anything? I knew I liked that platform. I'm not even reading that. I don't even like. Okay, great. The locals. Who do you think I live near? Insane. Okay. Zone 2 for about 15 minutes. Now, could I have gone longer? Yeah. Yeah. You know, my buddy told me to take it easier today, and I'm a little, if I'm being honest, I'm a little more concerned about my sit-ups and my push-ups. So I want to know that I can go past 25 push-ups, which I'm already past like the point of like for my test, but wow. Fent friends with tents, or Fent fiends with tents. Man, they really do let you type anything. That's actually great. Already better than YouTube and Twitch. You see why I want to use Stake? Because they own it. All right, we're gonna see what kind of. We're gonna see. Oh my God, my legs. We're gonna see what kind of push-ups I can do. I think I'm more warmed up, but I also did quite a bit of chest so far. But last time I was with my buddy, he kept saying, "Oh, you're not at your limit yet. Trust me, you're not at your limit." I'm like, "Oh, okay." And then he got me to lift like way more on the bench than I normally would. Just set up here. All right, yeah, we're gonna do some of this here. Let me see. I just read that chat. What is happening? Thank you, Kamer. I just want to say thank you, Kamer, for the follow, and thanks for nothing, Aui Vento. All right. So anyways, let's see where the gambling goes. If it goes bad, you can sleep on my couch for free. Why is free in quotes? What does that mean? Ugh. I have Franny's blessing to try this out. And I actually have a business proposal for Dylan. I tried contacting him earlier to talk to him, and he was not available. It'll just be his loss. If you guys are good friends, you'll make sure he contacts me. I have an excellent business proposition, which I have Franny's blessing on. It's going to change everything, boys. Everything. Anyway, all right. Sorry, that was really loud. That actually hurt my ears. Let's see what we can do on the push-up department. Do some Kegel exercises next. I'll do some Kankle exercises. Dude, my ankles have been like, I mean, they're fine. But it was after like that super long flight I was on. Dude, my ankles turned into cankles. And it was like water. It was insane. That happened to Fran too. Like, mine weren't as bad as hers, but like, it still happened. Like, my ankles felt like fat. It was crazy. And it was all from that flight. He's in voice chat, but no talk. Yeah, that's what he was doing earlier. What's he doing? Like, he doesn't understand. There's a business proposition waiting for him, which is insane. And then, what time is it? 3:30. I'm gonna have trick-or-treaters here in like an hour and a half. And I don't just want to like leave the bowl out, so I'm gonna be doing that, but then I'll hop on after. Dylan lost his shot to get in early, I'm just saying. All right, let's do some push-ups. Let's see, am I in frame? I don't even know. Yeah, okay. Push this back, my drum stool that I don't use anymore as much. All right, see how many I can do. Goal is to get past 25. My shoulder's still killing me, man. 11, 12, 13, 14, 17, 18. I can already tell it's going to be tough. 19. Like, my shoulders are holding me back. It's not even my chest. My shoulders are tired. 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Come on, I gotta get a few past 25. 5, 6. Whew, man. 27. Ugh, okay. That's all I got right now. Man. I will say, the fact that I got that many after I just did bench press, I did 2 sets of scaling weight, and I did push-ups, and I did tricep, and I did shoulder. So I did all that. I warmed up. Oh, good. But I do feel comfortable to say that for my push-ups, which are 25, I can say 27. Your farts smell like Flappy Birds. That's great. I'm sure that's healthy. I don't remember what Flappy Bird sounds like. I'm just ignoring that other comment. God damn. Okay, 27. Epic. So here's what's nice, is I know now, maybe if I would have done everything right in terms of the prep, that I would have got 30 push-ups. I don't know, maybe. Whew. Got some good stuff in. I think the only thing left is sit-ups. And I very much want to warm up. I want to do them the right way. I want to warm up the right way. But I also need to warm up or get accustomed to doing them the wrong way, which I think is the more traditional way that I'm expected to do for my test coming up. So, now, the difficulty is that the way I was taught is the right way is actually easier for me to do because I don't need to put something on my feet to hold them down. But it is what it is. The floor feels pretty good, I'll be honest. Only problem is the spiders. They come after me. I get bites everywhere. It's freaking brutal. What's funny is it's freezing in here, but I'm not cold anymore. Ugh. Dude, I got like one bowl of candy. Hopefully we don't have that many trick-or-treaters. I don't really know. You guys notice that, you guys ever notice that candy costs a fortune? I mean, it's like, you know, I used to feel like all the, like, you know, normal people bought like the minis and then like the rich people always had like the king size bars. Dude, I go to Walmart and it's like a bag of like, not even enough to fill up one bowl of candy of the mini party size candies. I spend like 50 bucks, like 40 bucks. It's insane. And then if I need another one because the bowl's not even full from that, I'd spend another like 40, 50 bucks. It's like when did this happen? I come after you too. This angle coming. Enjoy it. Enjoy. You'll see. This is about to be brutal because Cam taught me. Apparently, this is the right way to do sit-ups. You're like this. You like throw your hands and then your like abs just do the rest. But like it's tough, man, because you also have to try to keep your feet down. But then he was telling me if I lock my feet down, it doesn't use as much muscles because you're kind of part of what you're doing is stabilizing it. I'm glad you like the angle. Enjoy. I hope you enjoy it a lot. I enjoy it. It's great. It's wonderful. I bought a sorry, I read the last sentence first. Aiden says, I bought a whole bag of Reese's Ghosts and ate it in like 3 days. Blew out my lactose sensitive asshole. Yeah, that's great, man. $100 for you to shit it all out. F them kid. Okay. Not literally. Okay, yeah, I'm glad you clarified that. Not literally, but they are getting my leftover canned goods or an ass whooping. There's so many layers to that sentence there, Kamer. Yeah, I guess they deserve it. I don't know. Okay. You know, who deserves it more, them or the boomers? No, I'm just kidding. Okay. I gotta like actually do workouts a little bit. Get the kind of like abs set up. So here's what Cam told me. He said, you know you've made it when you can wrap your arms like this and come up like without that like assistance of like throwing your arms up like that. But dude, it's like, I don't know, you have to be like Michael Phelps or something. Like this is insanity. Did it just start tracking me again? Dude, that feature wasn't working. Cool. This camera's so random. I like it though. I'm happy with it. If you guys buy like cameras or like microphones and stuff like that, dude, buy like Insta360. Like maybe GoPro's better for like the rugged stuff that Dylan does, but like honestly, dude, this stuff is crazy. It's not even expensive. And it like looks better than like any webcam I've used, and it literally tracks me. Okay, let's just say I'm warmed up enough. Now, here's the question, right? How do I hold my feet down? I think I just found the answer. Wow, it followed me over here. Hey, Kamer, you like my car? This is my baby. I like the color of it, I'm not gonna lie. But I may or may not have done a burnout, and there may or may not be less tread on my tire. But we should be okay for winter. But I really love this car. I haven't driven it almost at all in like 2 weeks because I have a work vehicle, which is really nice. But Dylan hasn't posted him. What? Wait, what? Dylan hasn't posted him. Okay, dude, I don't even know what you're talking about. Is this a thing that I don't know about? All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to put my feet under this box. And hopefully that holds me down enough that I can do sit-ups. And this is a box of stuff that I'm too lazy to put anywhere. So it works out great. It's a good thing I never cleaned that up. As the sun and the light of God beam into my eyeballs. Dang, I wonder how much a transmission costs. Hey, Kamer, how about you shut the fuck up? All right? I still like the car. I know how much it costed with, ow, my head. I know how much it costed with labor. And that was a lot. It was like $8K. But the car had a lot of value to it because the rest was like in such good condition. So I figured like I could go buy another car for $8K and it's gonna be like a piece of crap unless I spend like another 10 grand. Or I just repair my car that I know the rest is good for 8. I don't know. Did I make the right decision? I'm not really sure, but I made it. Dude, these sit-ups are gonna be tough. It's so frustrating. Like I feel like I got like everything else in like a good direction, and like every time I do sit-ups, I feel like I can do them, but my body is so mad. Dude, it's like the light of heaven is in my eyeballs. This is insanity, man. Whew. One thing I noticed with the abs too is like if you push it, they lock up. I don't know why, but like none of my other muscles do that. Now the one nice thing is in my test I can do this, and then I can go back. So if I know I need a break. We're gonna leave it there on that. I might do some later, but man, that ain't fun. I'll just say that. Are you going to follow me? There we go. You know what would suck? Breathing. Okay. All right. You had your fun. All right. I'm getting sick of this shit. You love the attic mold, the car transmission. I gotta stop telling you guys about like the things that happen to me. I was all excited to show you my car, and all I get is some shit about the transmission cost and the attic mold. Okay? It's fine. Whatever. Breathing in attic mold while working out. If only you could go after that and inspect. Why do I tell you guys every detail? Oh my God. How about this? No, I can't say that. Never mind. I'll say that to you later on Discord. The inspector, he died on... It's so funny, I tell you guys all this stuff. Yeah, the house inspector is no longer with us. There's nothing I can do. Like literally, you try calling, like, hey, you missed the attic mold. The business does not exist. It's so insane. Ugh. All right, so I pretty much, for the most part, did what I wanted to do. Did some light biking, did some bench, some push-ups, and some sit-ups. Is it slightly concerning that the push-ups and sit-ups, well, no, the push-ups are fine. Is it slightly concerning that the sit-ups aren't where I want them to be? Yes. So I'm going to work on that a lot over the next couple days. And I feel like overall, I feel like the sit-ups are one of those things like I can do like on a rest day, and it's not going to like mess anything else up. It's pretty much just this, I think. So yeah. I love how like I get 5,000 telemarketers calling me now. Okay, so I don't know. Is there anything else I want to do? Not really. I think that's pretty good. Okay, why are you spreading a lot? Like, why even say that? Get a Ouija board? Yeah. What am I going to tell them? I'm just going to cry? Okay. We're just going to say this is where I'm at right now. I hope that sit-ups is better. And I think push-ups, I think I can do better than that. But it's going to depend on other factors. Also, I just feel like my body is so tired. And it's an actual problem I'm having is like just recovering. Hasbro Ouija board. Yeah, I'll go buy it at Toys R Us. All right, boys. Good stream. Very much appreciate everybody watching. Thank you, him something. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Thank you for watching on YouTube. Appreciate it. Thank you to my new followers on Kick. Not thank you to the other guys I know on there. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Gooning as he speaks. I'm so glad I know that information. But we had a really good session. Some really good working out happened. Basically about an hour. The only thing I'm not showing is some of the stretching I'm going to do. Some of that static stretching that my buddy told me kind of how to do, you know, afterwards. That's only for afterwards. So, pretty hype. All right, guys. I will see ya.